Hello everyone. Today we are testing Cyberpunk 2077 on my RTX 5090 Astral. This is the OC Air model. Let's look at the settings. Let's test the native resolution first. We are running on NVIDIA DLA, so here there's no upscaling that will happen, but it will still performs anti-aliasing. Let's run the benchmarks and see how it looks like. So we are around 2730 megahertz, 2750, around 30 FPS. 1% lows are at 24. This is completely native resolution. We are consuming 600 watts, 620. We are hitting the power limit. So it is now bottlenecked because of the power limit. So whenever generally the games that consume more power, those games, the clock speed drops a bit. Not by much, but a bit. As this is running stock, so generally this card will run around 2800 megahertz, 2070, 2800 megahertz. Okay, so we got a score of 34 FPS. Let's try to improve it a bit. Let's try some manual overclocking. See where do we land. 350. I will run 350 because I know 350 works well on my card. Let's run the benchmark again and see what difference does it make. So now, as you can see, the clock speed increased to 2900 megahertz. Again, we are consuming more power already. Usage is at 99%. At least from the looks of it, it doesn't look bad, but we will try playing with it and see if it looks playable. But I highly doubt it because 30 FPS is way too low. I am running a capture card, so this recording shouldn't impact the performance. And as we have overclocked, I also applied custom fan curve to keep the temperatures down. All right, so we gained 2 FPS, but 2 FPS when the output is 30 FPS is 30-ish FPS, then 2 FPS would result in at least 5, 6, 7% performance increase. So not too bad. Let's now test other modes. I will disable the manual overclock now. Let's test the quality mode without any frame generation. Yeah, I forgot to show you path tracing is on, and here ray Let's enable ray reconstruction as well. And yeah, this is how the setting looks like. Reflection quality psycho, so that we are not missing on anything. Let's run it again. DLSS quality mode. Let's see how it performs. So now we are comfortably above 60 FPS for the most time. We are hitting around 2800 megahertz, and power consumption is around 50. So we are basically saving 50 watts by running it in DLSS quality mode. From the looks of it, apart from smoothness, I do not notice much difference in terms of quality. It looks like native to me personally. What do you guys think? We are almost done. So the power consumption was hovering around 550, and it is 66 FPS without any frame generation. DLSS ray tracing is not enabled, but path tracing is. Let's go back. No. Path tracing is enabled. Now let's test balanced mode and also try to see if we see any differences during the benchmark run. Then after that, we will also try to play the game to see how it feels like, because benchmarks are one thing, but when you actually play the game, then you notice the nuances. So power consumption also dropped by 25-30 megahertz, and we are hitting 2800 megahertz clock speed consistently, and we are hovering around 75 FPS. Sometimes when I don't reset the counter, the average FPS values would be a bit misleading. So I will try to reset the counter, but yeah, sometimes I forget, so the value seems way off. Alright, we are almost done again. This is in DLSS balanced mode, and we gained around 15 FPS. That is like 10%, no, sorry, 20-25% more performance. Okay, now let's test performance mode. Visually, it did not feel much of a degradation from the original one. I don't know. Maybe perhaps I'm not that sensitive to the details, but once we start playing, we will notice the difference immediately. Now again, the power consumption dropped by another 25 watts, I would say. clock speed is now consistently above 2800 megahertz, and yeah, we are now above 100 fps. Let's see how much we gain. But now, yeah, this is like this frame rate is real good, and it can be played like this as well if you don't want to enable frame generation. I would say this is also a decent mode to play in. I personally, I don't notice too much difference. Okay, let's try ultra performance. So basically we are so from native to DLSS quality mode, we reduced power consumption by 50 watts, and our clocks were just shy of 2800. And after that, with the balanced mode, the clocks were again around 2800 megahertz, but we were the quality was quite decent, I would say, in balanced mode as well. And we were also consuming 25 watts less power. Here, in this case, the power consumption is reduced drastically, so we are just above 400 watts. FPS is around 144, 140, 150. Pretty decent. It looks way smoother as well. The perception of it, I don't know how much will be captured, because YouTube has the limitation of 60 FPS, so I'm not sure how much of it would be representative and how much you'll be able to see, at least the smoothness difference. But details is something that you can already observe. Okay, ultra performance is giving quite good frame rates without compromising too much, I would say. I did not see any artifacts or anything. Okay, let's now play the game, because benchmarks is one thing, but playing also reveals a lot of quirks. Again, we are doing around 130 fps. Ray tracing reflections look quite decent. It feels smooth as well, pretty responsive. Yeah, it looks pretty decent, pretty good actually. Yeah, let's be in this area and then change modes to see the effect on frame rate. So here we are consistently getting 30 fps. Let's change the graphic setting a bit to performance. Okay, yeah, I think I am noticing a bit more. The image appears to be more sharp, and the FPS is around 100 FPS. This is quite decent for for a single player title like this. Yeah, so we, by changing from ultra performance to performance, we dropped the FPS by 30. But yeah, I think the image here looks much sharper than before. That's for sure. Interesting. I stole stuff from here, but he didn't bother. Okay, let's go to balanced. See, yeah. Again, I personally see a lot more detail now. Yeah. Yeah, so basically with performance, as we increase the quality, the image sharpness and the detail increases. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a feeling of, I'm definitely seeing more details here. FPS is now again dropped by 25. So basically, I think in each mode the difference is of around 25 to 30 FPS. Yeah. Alright, let's change the setting again and make it quality. Let's see now how much difference. Yeah. As you can see, the quality increased quite a bit. The details, the shadow quality, the lighting effects, everything looks much better now. And the frame rate is around 60. I would say that 60 FPS is also quite playable. It isn't something very bad, especially in these type of single player titles. It is completely acceptable. Yeah, I would personally play in this setting. I don't see a need for uh, turning on frame generation. We will test that as well, but this already looks pretty decent to me. Then let's do DLA and see. Yeah, now immediately I can see the lag. Yeah, the smoothness is not there. Yeah, this is not a playable resolution, at least for me. All right, let's change the setting. Let's try frame generation. Yeah, but it will ask us to restart the game. We'll have to do that, I think. Yeah, we'll have to do that. Okay, let's restart the game and see how it feels like. I think DLA with frame generation would also feel pretty decent. Let's see. Oh my god. Alright. I need to remember turning on and off the FPS counter. Okay, let's continue.
Hello. I'm Arif Iqbal, and you're watching WNS News. New details have emerged on the attempted abduction of Hanako Arasaka at the Arasaka spawn.
Okay, we are at 60 FPS. This also feels decent. Yeah, this is also quite playable. I definitely feel a bit lag, but it is not too bad. But I can definitely feel a bit of lag here because we are upscaling we are generating frames from 30 FPS, so it will be a bit laggy. Let's try 4x, but I don't think it will improve things much, to be honest. But I would say it is feeling decent. Yeah, I can play like this. Yeah, this isn't too bad. The details are, the image looks quite detailed. We are consistently hitting 600 watts, but I would say this is still playable. I am pleasantly surprised, I would say. I can play it like this.
Fuck hell.
Yeah. Now let's put it to 2x and start quality. Apart from increased smoothness, I see no difference, to be honest. It looks the same to me. Apart from added smoothness, I don't see much difference. It is playable. Alright guys, if you want me to test any games, please write it down in the comment section and I would be happy to test them for you. Thank you very much. See you. Bye.